What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all tuning to the channel this morning here at 323 Fabrication. This is not a very, it is a productive video, but it's not. But I definitely wanted to keep y'all updated and post something so that, y'all would kind of be on board with what's going on, what we got going on. I haven't made a whole lot of, hot rod progress this week, I guess. My dog's coming to bark at me. Hey, dogs. They're over there. I don't know if y'all can see them, but it's raining, so I'm gonna show y'all the C10. So this thing died on me the other night. I was taking the S10 motor to my buddy Mike. He's gonna slap it together. We're gonna get that truck put back together, maybe do one good burnout with it and then sell it. We just don't have as much time as I would like to get it all done. But this truck died on the way home. Hannah had to pull me home with her Jeep, and thinking it's a fuel delivery issue. I think the fuel pump's going out on it. I just haven't had time to mess with it. It's been raining. I've had some other stuff going on. But I got a little electric pump rigged up with some wires. I did bring an ignition module and another coil. But obviously working on it in the rain out here ain't a whole lot of fun, and it's too heavy to push in the garage. Driving the Dodge, drove the gasser to the shop, been in the Dodge because it's been raining and cold. But I'll kind of show y'all what we got going on when I get to the shop. Bought another lift, took down the old lift, and that took some time. So this week's just been kind of a random project week. Been working on some stuff for a buddy of mine's no prep car, and I'll show you all that as well. But let's head to the shop. All right, y'all, Chevy 2's at the shop. I'm driving the Dodge to work tonight. I got an ignition module and another coil in it for the C10 because the C10's not running. That's why the Chevy 2's here. Drove Chevy 2 today, but I gotta go by Lowe's tomorrow, so I'm taking the truck now to work. And then if you noticed, our lift's missing. So it's been kind of a busy week. It's not really a whole lot getting done on hot rods kind of video, but it's a video nonetheless. So this lift's down and it is over there. I sold that lift, probably gonna sell, and these Rams rebuilt. And out there on our car trailer is an Atlas 10K 2-post that we're gonna put up out here. So we've been busy with all that stuff. Hadn't got a whole lot else done. I got some turbos to weld some stuff on, and then that other mess I showed y'all. Dad's been painting the chassis for the 57, which y'all haven't seen any of that yet because those videos aren't on YouTube. But bled the brakes on that. Got to get tires on it. That's it. Nothing crazy. We're just trying to get some stuff done, but I got to go to work. Added a bracket to the back of this methanol tank. He's gonna bolt this to a front bar on the car, put this in front on the driver's side, I believe. And then I've got 4 mounting brackets on this blowdown tank, or burn down tank, or purge tank, whatever you wanna call it. The lines, it's gonna get 2 -12 ANs, and then we got, that's hot. I got to figure out where I'm gonna cut a hole here, and then I do have to cut a slot and slide a baffle in it, which I wish I'd have done before I welded it up, but I forgot about it. This will go in the back of the car, and then the PCV system from the valve covers will run to it in case it decides to puke all the oil out the car. This will catch it. I think it turned out pretty good. out, y'all. This is a 77 Vega. It's a no prep car, right? That's what you like to race, no prep? Yeah, that's my buddy Dan. Check him out on YouTube. It's the Dan Cam, right? Dan Cam. All right. And this, so we, you know, I haven't been getting a whole lot done on our stuff. We've been working on other things, but I wanted to show y'all this. So we put a bracket on his fuel cell, which is on the front of the car. And this car's on methanol. Yep. And he's been working on putting it together. And then I built this puke tank as well. It's got a baffle in it. And then it's fed with 2 fittings, and he's got a drain. So that's what we've been working on. Got a hole cut in his pretty painted car. But it's going to be pretty sweet. You want to tell him a little bit about it?
Yeah, I mean, I picked it up in New York from a guy. It was a roller, and basically twin turbo, 5.3. It's got like little 67 millimeter turbos. It's pretty light though, so you're going to be able to put some power down. It's got TRS front suspension, long travel shocks. It's got the 10 Soldiers 4-link on it. A bunch of other cool little stuff. It's going to be on Fuel Tech, but it should be a pretty cool car. I'm pretty excited once we get it done.
No doubt, I'm excited too. We're going to do some racing. This thing is sweet. Working on getting his dash and his wiring, plumbing. But being a 77, normally it would have the ugly front end. And he's got the early front end, like a split bumper Camaro, which I love. I love these Vegas. Always wanted one. Just normally when you find them, they're rotten. Well, the ones I can afford are. But I dig it. Appreciate you letting me throw it on there. Let everybody check it out, see what we've been up to.
Yeah, man.
Finally out here working on the old C10. Saturday morning. Our yard cat's over there talking. But we got like 4 3/4 inches of rain last night, which is crazy. So I'm gonna have to work on our driveway with the tractor. But got our Delco, I don't know if y'all can read it. Technology. Anyway, new fuel pump. Ordered it off Amazon. It was like 16 bucks. I don't have an air compressor here. I want to blow backwards through the line and see if maybe the pickup's clogged. But for $16, I was like, well, you know, I'm going to go ahead and put a fuel pump on it because the pump that was on the truck was giving us a problem. And then the pump I put on it was used, and I don't know anything about it. It just was one we had. So I'm going to try this. Maybe this will work because I'd like to be able to drive this whole truck some more. Been having to drive the dually. So get this thing on here and see what it does. All right. New fuel pump's on, everything's hooked back up. I'm gonna spin it over for a minute and get the fuel filter full, hopefully. So what it was doing is it was struggling to pump, and I swapped to an electric pump, but the electric pump had a leak just in line to try to get the truck to run. Because if I got to drop the tank, I really need to take it to the shop. That would make my life easier than doing it here in the dirt with this truck being as low as it is. Well, it runs finally. It took forever to get it to prime. Hopefully it'll stay running. It doesn't look like it's pumping a whole lot in the fuel filter, but now it is. I know y'all can't see that. It's hard to see, but get a little heat in it where it'll idle. I'm gonna get out and show you. But I had, I mean, almost no gas in the gas can I had with me. There was just enough in the bottom. And then I had blew back through the line on the truck. I don't have a compressor. I just, you know, I did it by blowing through it. Because I don't know if something was clogged or what, but it appears to be running. I hate to say that too soon, but it's the most it's run in weeks. And it's out of gas again. It's got to be the pickup in the tank. That's the only thing I can figure. So, look at that. Empty. I don't understand it. I even got the cap off to keep it from, in case it's got a I just don't understand. Well, the C10 runs again, and I got what I think is a pickup problem in the tank. That's just water running out the bed. And I got a power valve problem is what I'm thinking. So I think it was a combination of stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and trailer it to the shop anyway, just to make life easier. Go get the truck and trailer. It's a beautiful day today. Just got done unloading the truck, dropped the little trailer off. We're gonna pull the bed on the C10, fix the sending unit and the pickup in the fuel tank. But I wanted to show y'all all this junk. So this is what we've been up to. I gotta clean every bit of this with Scotch-Brite and WD-40. Those are all punches and dies. These are all different fingers for a brake we got. Some kind of funky ones, different stuff. Round ones. It's pretty sweet stuff. And this is all, I'm assuming, stuff they made in their machine shop. The only thing I can assume from this after working aviation is that this probably came off of a contract somewhere. So I'm going to show y'all what we've been up to. Went to Georgia yesterday and got some new tools. Got a finger brake, Pexto 16 gauge. These are only 36 inch and stock comes in 48. So generally now when you buy these kind of tools, they're in a 52 inch width. But I got these at a really good deal. And so no more than we do with them, I thought they would be just fine. Pretty excited about it, but I got all the fingers out there. Got to clean them up. I've already kind of cleaned this up, been oiling it. Got to get all the surface rust off of this, which will be a lot of fun. And then also we've been cleaning and rearranging. I got the bead roller out here, just kind of setting up a little fabrication area. I really need to get that car out of here because it is in the way. But we got a punch that is also supposed to be 16 gauge. I'd have to look it up, but it does well. Trying to just play with it, get it all figured out. Messing with the brake a little and the punch. Some aluminum. And we got to get all that cleaned up, but it should be fun. I'm pretty excited about these for sure. The punch was kind of an extra. Oh, and check this out. High bay LED lights for the shop. That should be way better. So these 4 big ones I bought to replace the big ones in the back, and the guy threw in these little ones. These are adjustable up to 30,000 lumens a piece. And I'm not 100% on it. Now we got LEDs under here, these small ones. But these are these halogens or fluorescents?
Fluorescent.
Okay, these are fluorescents, and I'm pretty sure they're like 4,000 lumens per light. So that's 12,000 lumens. So one of those high bays is 3 times that much. It's going to be exciting to be able to see in here without having to have the door open. That's what we got going on today. Got the old Rotson out, got a chain hooked to the front of the bed. Got all the bed bolts out. Slid the toolbox back. Took the pry bar, picked the back corner of the bed up, and set these 2x6s here. Hopefully we don't goober it up. And then we're just gonna try to pick the front up and tilt the bed backwards is the plan. we're trying to get right there. Safe enough, huh? So, looked on the forums. This should be my sending wire. It was hooked up, so maybe the float's gone off the sending unit. This ground was just twisted together with that wire. It's a blue wire. The sending unit's pink. And I pulled the fuel lines off and they're just junk, so I'm gonna replace them. Somebody's been under here before. But I've been brushing this off, and then I've been taking a screwdriver and a hammer and driving the locking ring around. And after I drive it a little ways, I'll brush it off again, because I'm trying to keep as much out of the tank as I can. Just hoping we can get this thing out. It's, you know, it's about 1 inch under the cab. But we'll see. Well, you can get it out. Just takes a little bit of finesse. I'd say that's no bueno. I don't know why the sending unit don't work. The float's still on there. Oh, let me see. There you go. Now y'all can see the whole thing. So, that's junk, but it's not, it shouldn't be clogging it unless that thing's just folding over and it's sucking it flat. This is the return and the vent. I'm gonna do some studying on that. Full of gas. There it is. There's our new sending unit, new sock pickup. So we'll get that installed. This thing was $60 from O'Reilly's, but they had it in stock, and I didn't think ahead to order it, so that was kind of the only choice to get it put back together today. And it turns out the sending unit arm deal right there on the old one was actually broke inside, so maybe that's why the fuel gauge didn't work. Okay, one thing I did change right off the rip. This ground wire on the old pickup was cut, and then it was twisted together with this blue wire and electrical taped. Now I'm going to cut this off and electrical tape this in case it's a hot wire, and then I'm going to shove it back in this harness. But I tried looking on the forum and I can't find anything about this blue wire. The pink wire right here is your sending unit wire that hooks there. So I'll hook that back up, but I'm going to get the fuel lines hooked up first. I think I'm going to go ahead and drag the airline out here though and blow through those. Just cause I think it's a good idea. But I just went ahead and grabbed a bolt, cleaned the frame off right there so it was bare, and then grounded it to the chassis. And I will test the sending unit prior to setting the bed back down, because I don't want to do this twice. Something's not happy though. It says it's full. I don't know if that's working either, but
Fuel gauge working?
it looks like it is. It's not as far up as it normally is. Pulling fuel out tonight. C10 is back alive. Guess I fouled one of the plugs. Number 8 was missing. It's not now. Stole a plug out of one of my Pontiac heads. It's running good. It's warming up. Hopefully the fuel gauge is working. It's above full, so I guess we'll see. Like we got our fueling issue solved. It was definitely that sock on the pickup, I believe. And now we have a working fuel gauge. focus, focus, which is fantastic. And I'm driving the truck again because this is so much more hot rod than the Dodge. Besides, you know, it's more fun driving something you don't know if you're gonna make it to work or not, right? That's right. Flops or no shoes. It's a beautiful afternoon though. It was a beautiful day. It was a little warm, but it was pretty nice. Got some groceries. I got rid of that big gaudy tack. I really just had that to try and work the bugs out of the truck. I'm not a fan of it like clogging up. Now if this was a factory, you know, dash tack truck, that'd be cool, but it's not. So this works. Headed home. Hope y'all enjoyed it. That old C10's back running and driving. Drove it to work last night, made it home this morning. It's running better than it has, so that pickup's probably been a problem for a while. The power valve was definitely an issue. Now, whether it was just slowly getting worse or, you know, I don't know. But runs a lot better than it did, so I'm thankful for that. This is a good little truck to drive, and I am going to post it for sale. Whether it sells or not, I don't know. I don't really care whether it sells or not because I do enjoy driving it. But if it does sell, that'll make it a little easier to put more money into the 57 pickup. Probably going to do the same thing with the 55 Buick and continue to work on both of them as, you know, as we have time. But I do enjoy driving this truck. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. We're back tooling this truck around every day. So if you see us out and you're local, say hi, give you a sticker. But y'all, I appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate all our new subscribers and all of our, I guess, old subscribers. Anybody that's been here a while, been watching the channel, I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the comments. You know, that being said, throw some down there. Let me know what you think. Go check out Dan's channel. That little Vega is going to be pretty nasty. That should be a pretty serious little car. Twin turbo LS, you know, sub 2,500 pounds if I had to guess. Trying to convince him to wire the lights up so he'll have a street car, but you know, that's okay. But either way, y'all have a great day and be blessed.